Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the energies and predictions for the sign of Gemini for the month of October. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and get into this reading here for you. See what's coming forward for you as we take a look at this brand new month of October 2025. Do hope the month of September has been good to you, and I hope that October will be even better, Gemini. So let's go ahead and get all of the cards out here, get everything set up and in view, and then we'll get right into it for you. Okay. All right, I think that's looking just about good enough to meet. Energy on the bottom. You have the Nine of Cups. Okay, what I would say is for this month, it's going to be very important that you stay present, okay? The Nine of Cups person is in the moment. They are present in a moment of pure bliss, happiness, joy. As you see here, the person has a smile on their face. They're throwing their cup in the air. You know, they're working in this tavern or this pub, and, you know, presumably the vibes are high, right? All cups are there. They're upright. They're overflowing. It's this idea of wanting to be in the now, wanting to be in the moment, okay? So for you, I'm going to recommend or suggest that you really take some time to be present, okay? To be mindful, to, in this month of October, try to enjoy the moment, even for just 10 minutes every day. Enjoy those 10 minutes that you have, you know, be in the moment or be present for those 10 minutes or longer. But hopefully you have an understanding of what I'm getting at here. Now, this person is also fulfilling a wish, okay? So this is a wish fulfillment card in the tarot, so that could be on the table for you as well. I definitely like what I see here. So you are the final air sign that I'm doing for this month, and all the air sign messages have been really, really good, especially compared to September, which, you know, I think collectively September was a doozy, you know, with the eclipses and, you know, just even the readings were pretty heavy. But so far, these October readings have been very good. It feels like we're really, really moving into a new kind of space here, new energy here in October with the eclipses behind us and now looking at this month. So I like this Nine of Cups on the bottom here. Taking a look, it seems like some of you are ready to really bring about some new happiness into your life. It feels like some of you are making a conscious decision to do things in your month of October that bring you some joy, that bring you some happiness, some pleasure, some fun. I think you're making a conscious decision to enjoy every moment this month. And if you do that, I think this month of October will look very good for you. Now, right away in the middle, you do have the Temperance card, and it is the feeling that I have for you here, Gemini, that some of you feel the need for some rest, recovery, okay, some rejuvenation with this Temperance card here. That is my feeling for you in this month. Taking it easy, okay, but also, of course, you know, not putting the things you have to get done on the back burner or anything like that. But I see that some of you, at least for a portion of this month, will take some time to practice balance and moderation as well. This is definitely a healing card. The Temperance card is a card you want to see if you've been dealing with injuries and illnesses, because it can say that, you know, you'll find the right practice, doctor, health regimen, anything like that during this month. However, this is also about like practicing moderation. If you've been overdoing something, right? Maybe you've been overworking. Okay, if you've been going, you know, if you've been go nonstop, you know, you haven't taken your foot off the pedal. You know, in this month, you may pump the brakes a little bit, so to speak, as you have this Temperance card. I feel this idea of like you integrating in, the word integrate is really coming in my mind, integrating into something like a new routine or doing things that make you happier, that make you fulfilled. Okay, this idea of fulfillment here is also showing up for you in October. I would also say that this is a card of alchemy. So, you know, you can kind of take the things that you've experienced, the things that you have, and build something around it, right? This idea of alchemy. Let's take a look at this first column. You have the Chariot, the Four of Pentacles, and the Death card. All right, so definitely there's a bit of a transformation that wants to take place for you here with the Death card showing up. There's something that may need to be let go of or left behind, okay? Or just reintegrated, like I should say integrating into something new, right? Like leaving something, not reintegrated, but integrating into something new, right? The Death card is letting go, you know, it's not swimming upstream. It's embracing the flow of things in your life, being, you know, at ease, you know, as you swim through life, right? Instead of trying to swim upstream. The Death card says that there are changes and transformations that are here for you in October. Now, this may require you to get out of the comfort zone a little bit. Okay, now I know that's a little bit contradictory to what I was saying, but the Four of Pentacles person is in their comfort zone, okay? They're very comfortable holding these pentacles here, right? They're holding onto the pentacles very tightly, not wanting to let go, you know, not wanting to spend, you know, these sorts of things, which I get. But when the Four of Pentacles person finally gets out of their comfort zone, they can put themselves on the path to get to the Ten of Pentacles, is the way that I look at it. And you know, sometimes we have to let go of, you know, something in order to get us to where we want to go. And I have a feeling that some of you want to, like, one of the messages here is like letting go of the grip on something, or removing the grip that you have or on something, okay, letting go a little bit, or something that has a grip on you, right, something that has a hold over you. These sorts of things could be showing up for review in October, okay? Now, lastly here, you do have the Chariot, which is a really good card of success and victory, and even if there are some difficulties that you've been dealing with, you know, the Chariot says that you can run right through them, you can drive right through them in this month of October. This is also the idea of as above, so below, suggesting that our actions in life really are very important, right? What we put out there is reflected back to us, okay? And there is maybe also something about a vehicle here that is showing up, maybe car maintenance, or, you know, something, some of you maybe like needing to do some maintenance, or I know this is very specific, needing to do some maintenance, or there may be like a car bill or something like this here. There may be a change in vehicle as well. Sorry, there's a thunderstorm outside. I don't know if you can hear that. But there may be like a change in something connected to that here as well. We'll see if I can get any more about that, but there's not much more to get into. And that won't be for everyone, by the way. But let's see what else we have here. You have the Page of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, with the Page of Wands, you know, this person, you know, the Page of Wands can really connect to a new offer in your life. This is a perfect card for those of you who are on the job hunt. If you've been seeking new employment, this is the card you want to see. There is something here around feeling excited in your routine as well. The Page of Wands, when I think about this card, is a card of excitement. This person's, you know, wanting to be inspired. This can say that you're maybe getting inspired to do something in your life, but I think it's connected to like your routine, or like something that you're doing in your day-to-day is what it feels like here with this Temperance energy and the Nine of Cups. Again, for you, the key, I think, in this month of October, it's about like really settling in or integrating into each and every day of this month. And I think there's some like excitement that you can find in like the day-to-day moments that you have here in October, okay, with this Page of Wands and the Temperance card. And I would say that There's even a message of rest. I think some of you are weighing options, by the way. I should also say, some of you are weighing options around a financial decision here or something along those lines with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. If you see here, the Six of Pentacles person is sort of like the scale that they're holding in their hand. This can represent like weighing of options in, finances or needing to like balance something out. I would also say that there is a message around spending here, okay? Some of you here are very much being called on to practice moderation, okay? Let me just double check. Do we have a retrograde? I think that's in November. Am I right about that? I think the retro is in November. Okay. So my thing about retrogrades is many people overspend, but we don't have a retrograde in October. We have that in November. So let me just throw that out there. Let me just toss that out. But there is a balance that needs to be had here with like spending, okay, or some purchase that you want to make with the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, could it be a vehicle or something like that? It could be. But remember, the Temperance card here is all about moderation. Okay, there may be something about give and take here as well with the Six of Pentacles, like the way money is finding itself to you or the way you are giving money, like the way the inflow outflow of money right now could also be on the table here with the Six of Pentacles. This is an inflow outflow card. Okay, there's something about like, I wonder if some of you are looking at what is going out and how much is coming in. This type of thing is maybe on the table for you in October as well. Some of you may be gearing up for something in this month. I feel like October, it's like you're gearing up for change. Yes, we have the Death card. Yes, the Death card represents change. But if I look at all of these other cards, I see weighing, I see gearing up, I see moderation, I see balance, I see kind of like being in the moment, taking, being present, these sorts of things. I feel like this is in preparation for, maybe another month later in the year, maybe November, December, or maybe as we move into the next calendar year. But something like this that you're kind of like, this month is critical for laying the groundwork or doing the prep work, something like that. In the final column, you do have the Ace of Cups, the Lovers, and the Strength card. Okay, so the Ace of Cups, this is definitely a happy new beginning in one's life. For the singles out there, it seems like there could be somebody available for you with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands can represent proposals or offers. This would be an exciting connection that you have to this person with that Page of Wands. And then the Lovers as well could be, a significant relationship. The singles, there could be someone important that comes in here. This might be a fire sign, as the Temperance card is Sagittarius, plus the Page of Wands could be any fire sign, and the Strength card is Leo. Yeah, that could also be the case. You also have Scorpio energy here. You have Cancer energy. Fire, water sign would not be surprising to me. That person could show up here. Yeah, and I would say for the singles as well, this may be a little bit uncomfortable for you in that maybe you have not wanted to date for a while, and this may be something where you're getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and just, seeing what's out there with the Strength card for sure. Doing something a little bit bold. The Strength card represents boldness, courage, strength, fortitude, these sorts of things. Now, for everyone else, the Lovers is the Gemini card, right? So there you are. And it may mean that there is a new start that wants to form or show up in your life here. And again, it will take a little bit of courage for you to undergo that with the Strength card and the Ace of Cups. So why don't we go ahead and let's take a look at clarifying this. Let's move into the clarifications portion of this reading and see what cards come forward for you. I'll start off with pulling some Oracle cards, and then we'll move into the Tarot cards as well. Okay. Let's see what we have here. So you have Father Sky, trust in the unknown. You know what? I did these in a different way, but I think there's a reason for that. So let's see what's on the bottom here. You have Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Let's see what's here. You have Seer, see beyond the current situation. We'll pull, I did this in a different way, but I feel like this is, the cards are wanting to come out this way. You have Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Shaman, trust in higher forces. Let's pull one more here. and Stag, trust and thrive. Again, on the bottom, you do have Moon, take note of intuitive messages. Okay, so this idea of the Moon with see beyond the current situation, trust in higher forces, follow the voice of your soul. To me, these are all speaking to the first part of this reading, which I talked about, being present, being very, very present in this month of October to the best of your ability. How do you become present is, that's complicated, but there are many things that you can do to become present. For me, it's about developing mindfulness. How do you develop mindfulness? Well, there are many practices, right? So meditation is like the classic one, right? Even just 1 minute or 2 minutes of meditation a day can help develop mindfulness. When you are, for example, pouring your coffee in the morning, noticing the water, right? Noticing the steam that is coming out of the kettle. Seeing how the coffee grounds, or how the coffee bubbles up in the cup. There are things that you can do, to become mindful in everyday life. And I think that some of you are maybe like looking at that in this month. I think you could find a lot of healing, I'll say, in becoming present and practicing mindfulness. I would say, I just gave you a few examples. I would literally do some research on mindfulness. Okay, there are probably a lot of techniques that I can't fit into this reading that you can read about. But for me, I know just noticing just small things, like when I'm brushing my teeth, looking at how the water is falling on the toothbrush, or when I'm pouring coffee, like noticing the steam, these sorts of things. I know it sounds bizarre, but these sorts of things really, really can help develop mindfulness. And it also is a way to be present, as you're kind of going throughout your day-to-day. Many people, when they're doing tasks that they do every day, their mind is elsewhere. The idea is that their mind is elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, went on a bit of a tangent there, but I think it's very relevant. Let's see what we have. You have the Page of Wands, you have the Five of Wands, and you also have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so with the Page of Wands, we have this card again, and it's next to the other Page of Wands. Okay, so this is nice here. I feel like there is a situation involving a vehicle that some of you are dealing with. That if that is the case, there is some help available there. Okay, in a certain way. Okay, I don't know how that help looks like, what that looks like. With the pages there around the Chariot, to me, this represents offers and proposals. Okay, there is a bit of a conflict here in that scenario, though, as you have the Five of Wands, because the card is also asking you to pump the brakes a little bit and practice moderation. So that's all I'm going to say about the vehicle timeline, because it's not going to be relevant to everyone. But for everyone else here, when I think about the Chariot, right, this is about kind of like driving forward on a new path, driving forward, creating success for yourself in doing that, right? Through doing that, you're creating some success for yourself. You're making a successful path forward. And, as I look at that with the Page of Wands, there could be some offer in job, in career, in some other area here. As you see, the Page of Wands person is surrounded by the pyramids on the card. For me, Wands court cards are like explorers of the tarot. So for you, it might be, getting out of your comfort zone a little bit, going to foreign places, going to new places, experiencing new things, traveling. These sorts of things might present themselves in October as opportunities. With the Five of Wands, some of you are very conflicted about letting go of something. Okay, you're very conflicted about letting go of something here. But the cards are sort of, it's a very mixed bag reading, because you're conflicted about letting go of something, and at the same time there is this feeling to pump the brakes. I would say trust that. Okay, trust that. If you want to pump the brakes, if you feel like you need to practice some moderation around something, then there's probably a reason why you feel that way. You have the Eight of Wands as well, which can talk about like something accelerating. So again, this is a contradiction again, right? Because at the same time, something wants to accelerate for you. So it's very possible that both of those things are true, right? Something wants to accelerate. There's a change that wants to form for you here with the Death card and the Eight of Wands. I think that you're going to be getting messages in this month ahead with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands twice. You're going to be getting some communication that comes in. This will be through a phone call, text, letter, email, around a change. Okay, you're going to get communication in that area. You have the Nine of Cups, you have the Ten of Pentacles, and you have the Ace of Cups. Wow. This is very, very positive. Okay, so the Ten of Pentacles is definitely a card that it is connected to abundance, but it also is an inheritance card. It's a real estate card. It's about larger themes around money. When you get the Ten of Pentacles, it's generational money usually, but it can also mean big business. It can mean you might be ramping something up in your career or in your business here. Okay, that would not be surprising to me. This may feel like a dream come true as you have the Nine of Cups twice. Dreams and wishes here. There may also be a dream opportunity or a dream offer that is on the table for you here in October. Wow. I like this a lot. There's also a dream person for the singles out there that you may connect with. Okay, you may serendipitously find this person. You may connect with this person, with a dream person here, as you have the Ace of Cups twice and the Page of Wands twice, for sure. This person will probably show up for you in your life because you've been present. Okay, you've been present, you've been noticing things, you've been practicing mindfulness. These sorts of things are very important for you in this month. There's also a feeling that you have about something in your life here, as the Ace of Cups can talk about your intuition as well. So there's a feeling that you have here. So hopefully I didn't lose you, because there are two things that are happening at the same time here, Gemini, which is on one hand, you are conflicted about letting go of something. On the other hand, and at the same time, there is a change accelerating, right? So these two things are living together. You feel like you want to practice moderation, you feel like you want to pump the brakes, and you feel conflicted about letting go, and there's also change that's accelerating for you, Gemini. You have the Six of Wands, you have the Judgment card, and you have the Three of Wands. Six of Wands, success. There's definitely some success stacking up here for you, okay? Three of Wands is about growth and expansion, okay, through bold action in this case, as it is with the Strength card. With the Judgment energy here, some of you are radically, there's some radical self-realization here, okay, with the Lovers and the Judgment card. I say that because the Lovers is you in the tarot. The Lovers is the Gemini card, right? And the Judgment card is can really, really be about epiphanies or self-realization. In this case, it feels like radical self-realization because it's falling on top of your energy, which is the Lovers card. Okay, so there's some really deep understandings about yourself. Again, this idea of mindfulness here is very strong. Those profound understandings can come through being present, through being through being mindful. You then here have this Six of Wands we've talked about, that is success in the tarot after some difficulty here. I think some of you there's something about ramping it up. There's something about change accelerating, expansion accelerating, but maybe it's a little scary, as you have the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles there. You do have the Three of Swords on the bottom. This is, I don't think it's about love. The Three of Swords is about this part of the reading that I talked about, how you're having a bit of an issue separating from something, letting go of something, right? That's what it feels like. Let's see what else we have here for you, Gemini. Let's take a look at the Kipper cards for you. I like the way that this reading ended. You have False Person, Distant Horizons, High Honor, Toil and Labor, Unexpected Income, and Poverty. Might have been some some hardships that you've been going through here with the Poverty card, Toil and Labor, False Person. There may have been changes in plans or just some changes in, it feels like change is accelerating for you. It's starting here. It probably has already started. If I'm being real, it probably started in September. So many people have been going through changes in September, not just you, so many people. And, this is now where you are here in October, right? I like the unexpected income as you have double pages. Okay. I would say the next 3 months for you are big as you have distant horizons. Okay. This is the next 3 months or so, 1 to 3 months. Okay. But it says generally the future is pretty clear and bright for you as you have distant horizons. But I would say that it's a pretty crucial time. And your work and career situation seems very positive with high honor and toil and labor. Okay. You're definitely not. Putting that on the back burner at all. I think that you're really, the cards are suggesting that you're really, really pushing in that area. So, okay, this is what I have here for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.